what is worse? Knowingly
And
asking
anyways,
your DOJ to
oh
make
my
yourself
God,
to
you've
legally
asked-
make yourself president, or working for somebody
That's
who
not.
didn't
But that's not my
knowingly do
position
corrupt
on
action?
Kamala Harris. That's
I'm
not my
asking.
position on
No,
Kamala Harris.
I'm just asking hypothetically, what is worse?
Hypothetically, what's worse, dude? For the love of God, hypothetically, in your imaginary world, what's worse is the person like who's unknowingly working for a corrupt person. Obviously.
What? Hi guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see any future content. Also, make sure to follow my socials in the description. And if you want to debate sometime, just add me on TikTok and send me a DM. Thank you.
No, okay, I'll do it. Jeffrey Clark
Because
was
I'm
a
not
random lawyer in the DOJ under Trump's first term.
Okay.
After Trump lost the election, he tried to weaponize the DOJ. First, Bill Barr quit because he was tired of Trump's bullshit about fake election fraud. So Jeffrey Rosen and Richard Donoghue became both the acting AG and acting deputy AG. So what Trump tried to do is have them send a letter to states lying about finding election fraud. So they would remove their electoral votes for Biden. The letter was for Georgia, more specifically. Jeffrey Rosen told Trump, "This letter is a lie. We didn't find that. It will be a crime for me to send this, so I will not send that letter to Georgia." So Trump tried to fire him to have Jeffrey Rosen step up as the acting AG to send that letter. Don't you think it's really fucking corrupt to ask the DOJ to lie for you?
So I would personally agree with the statement. Like, how corrupt is it for the commander in chief to just say, "You're not going to do what I want to do? Okay, you're fired. Let's find someone who I can." Like, I would say that, yeah,
to do that
there is,
so that you can illegally make yourself president?
right.
That's a
Okay,
soft coup.
Okay, so let's take that two parts. So the motives behind it are one thing. I cannot prove, and neither can you, whether or not like Trump truly believed there was fraud, whether he knew he was lying or not. Right? That's kind of like the
Asked
proving the
them to
intent.
lie. No, he was asking them to lie. Like even Jeffrey
No,
Rosen,
no.
Yes.
Jeffrey Rosen called Trump and he wrote that down after the call, saying that Trump asked him send that letter anyway and let me do the rest.
But again, so Jeffrey Rosen might be lying as well, right?
No. We have the PDF scan of the letter. We have the letter. Richard Donoghue testified as well under oath. I think Jeffrey Clark as well. Like nobody denies it. Even Trump didn't deny that accusation.
So again, even if I were to concede this level of corruption, right, that him as the commander in chief attempted to say, "Hey, no, you're fired. I need you to send this letter to Georgia. We need to find those whatever it was that he said. We need to find 10,000 votes, whatever it was that he said."
That's not what he asked. He was asking them to decertify Biden votes, to steal the Biden vote.
Oh, you're talking about like the elector thing and putting the pause on it, kind of like the Nixon
That's different.
thing.
That's a different plot. This plot failed because half of the DOJ threatened to quit over it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So again, I'm understanding. Just so you know, I'm understanding fully what you're saying. There was a letter sent from Trump to Jeffrey Rosen. Am I understanding that?
No.
But where's the evidence? So there's a PDF file. Where is the evidence that Trump asked somebody to do something illegal?
We have the calls that Trump called Rosen, and I think Donoghue as well. We have the Jeffrey Clark confirming that he called Trump. We have emails between Richard Donoghue and Jeffrey Clark. We have Jeffrey Rosen scolding Jeffrey Clark multiple times because you're not even supposed to talk to the president. You're lower DNJ members. Why are you speaking to the president directly? Okay. You don't have the right to do it. We have the PDF scan of the letter signed by Jeffrey Clark. And we also have like the meeting in the White House, like they testify to it on the road.
Okay, yeah, but again, so all this evidence that you're telling me are people accusing Donald Trump of doing this, and even if he did it, right? Even if I'm conceding this level of corruption that he did this, that he directed his attorney general at the time or Department of Justice official that was high above to do something illegal to try to get votes, the whole election thing, right? That's the gist of this argument. And what I kind of said, what's interesting is you guys took it there. When I first started out, I started back in 2001. Now, I think that's probably because you guys are a little bit younger than me, right? Like you asked my age, is it appropriate if I say, hey, how old are you guys?
Gosh. Dude, you're avoiding
I just
the argument.
want to know.
We're talking about
avoiding no, you guys avoided my initial argument. If you want to be very fair about it,
we're not.
I compared
nobody thinks.
of going to
Yeah,
to
nobody.
war illegally. I said going to war illegally, which is basically every candidate that was opposing Trump, every single one of them voted to go kill millions of Iraqis and Afghanistan
Alive.
people illegally. In my lifetime, this is my lifetime, probably before you guys were born, though. So when you guys say corruption, it's all relative. You guys ignored that completely and jumped 16 years in the future to the
Okay,
only
can you
election that you're
define
probably
wait,
talking
They,
wait,
about.
Kamala,
define
I
the
don't think
corruption?
I don't remember Kamala Harris running for that, but like once again, we're just trying to say
You,
we're just trying to give you like a comparison because you did, and a lot of people just it's
yeah.
kind of a meaningless. The corruption you said was kind of meaningless, right? You're like, oh, I'm
So
sure
so
every
you
single
think you
billionaire.
think the military
Can I
industrial
finish?
complex? Well, yeah, my bad.
Okay, yeah, I think like obviously like every single billionaire is corrupt. It's unique when somebody is
Yes.
corrupt enough to ask his DOJ to lie for him so he can make himself president.
You
That's
think that's
that's even
unique, but
worse.
who do you think lied when they said that they had weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East and we went to war and millions of our brothers and
Certainly
sisters died?
not Kamala Harris. That's for sure.
No, the president that she worked for, though.
What?
What?
Have you ever heard of Joe Biden?
The Iraq War was under Bush. What do you mean?
Who voted for it? Bush was, dude.
Not
Joe
Harris.
Biden voted for war,
So
based
what's the
on the
point?
lies, and they all
Because
knew it was a lie. So
okay,
you're
so
mad because
wait. I just want to be
no. So
clear.
you're comparing. No, let me be.
Kamala Harris working for somebody who you think did a corrupt action is disqualifier, but Donald Trump literally doing a corrupt action, trying to illegally make himself president isn't. Which one of those is
Hold on.
worse?
No. See,
Wait, which one of those is
that's
worse?
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying
But which one of
that
those is
you
worse
guys
though?
are. So the establishment that Kamala Harris is part of is by far worse because that's connected to everything I'm talking about. And you guys, how old are you again?
I just want to ask just real quick. Okay, what is
Hold on,
worse?
I answered.
Working for no. What? Just yes or no. Just really simple, basic answer.
Working
Like,
for the
what
man.
is worse? Working for somebody who's corrupt, or vote?
Working for
Wait, what
somebody.
is? Who's worse? Somebody who works for somebody who's corrupt, or somebody who's
I'm answering your
actively
question.
corrupt himself?
I'm answering your question. Well, it depends on the level of corruption, right? If you work for somebody that's a genocidal murderer who votes to go to war to kill millions of people, well, that's worse than being a direct
What?
corruption who's
G
attached.
side murderer?
What
Joe
is more
Biden's that?
corrupt? Let me ask you. Joe
Joe
Biden
Biden's a
voted
G
for the
side
Iraq War.
murderer? What?
Yeah, you guys are too young to understand this. Before you were alive, Joe Biden was in politics. Can you believe that? Everything you're dealing with, everything you're dealing with
Okay, go
today
ahead,
is
Noah.
not because of Trump.
Milking. You're
It's
not.
not because
You're
of
not
Trump.
talking about
It's because of
corruption.
the
You're not talking about
corruption in
corruption.
U.S.
Stay
politics.
on topic. Stay on topic. This is not
You
corruption.
guys don't know how to stay on topic. You guys hate Trump.
What
We
is
get
the
it.
prompt? What is the prompt? Trump is corrupt. Why are you talking about
Yeah.
things that are
So
not corruption?
relatively, as I laid out, first and foremost, so what's your guys' age, names, and where are you guys from?
I'm 41.
You're 41. You're from France.
I'm
or
200 years.
Canada.
I'm
I'm
200
not
years
even
old.
French.
Uh-huh.
No. Just right. You guys asked me, just so we know what we're dealing
Yeah,
with
no.
as far as context.
Yeah, I'm 18. So.
Okay. So 18, bro. So
Oh my god.
there's a lot of history that
Oh
you're
my
discounting.
Okay, God, immediately, dude. I'm not doing identity fallacies right now.
It's not an identity fallacy. It's just
absolutely
based on
is.
the information you're giving me. Okay,
It
so
is.
let's talk about corruption. Fair
What
enough.
is wait? What is
You
corruption?
think
Define it.
you
No, define it first.
well? Okay, let's define it. Why don't you go ahead and define it? It's
Using
your
using official powers for your own benefit.
perfect. So would you say someone who's been in office, let's say 40 years, at least hypothetically, has more opportunity for corruption than someone who's been
Yes.
in office much less?
Yes.
So do you guys acknowledge that what's happening and has happened to our country it's not Trump is a very, very small portion of that, and to think otherwise is kind of low IQ.
No, Trump is uniquely bad because you cannot find me anything comparable to the Jeffrey Clark stuff.
So you think Trump, honest to God, is worse than the past 60, 70 years of American military
There is not
industrial
a single
imperialism?
no, I'm saying there's not a
That's what I'm
single
asking you.
man. No, I'm saying there's not a single individual man comparable to Trump.
Sure, a single individual, but the establishment is way worse. What we've been dealing with isn't individuals.
Yo-
Just like, let me give you an example. How did Kamala Harris was Kamala Harris nominated through the proper process? And do we have a Democratic
Oh my god, we're
vote?
pivoting. We're not.
It's
Wait,
not.
wait,
No,
okay,
it's
wait.
related.
Buddy,
It's related,
like
brother.
asking me, it's like
I don't.
asking me,
I like.
wait,
Wait.
Splash, wait. It's
Okay.
like if you're asking me who
You guys
was
get
a
mad
more,
at me.
buddy, it's like you ask me who is a more dangerous person, Jeffrey Dahmer or the entire population of Baltimore.
There you go. What's more dangerous?
individually, it's Jeffrey Dahmer by a mile. But if you talk about the entire population, yes, there's more people, so there's more people getting unalived by
But those are
citizens of Baltimore.
those are the decisions that we have to kind of look at. So let me ask you a question, kind of
We have
similar.
only one
What's worse?
president.
Let me ask you a question.
It's
What's
between Kamala
worse?
Harris and Trump. Yeah, it's not.
No,
Okay,
committed.
1%.
What's worse? Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
But you guys are saying it's one person, but that's kind of a fallacy in
No, the
itself. You guys
president
think
is
that
1%.
you
What do
guys
you
think
mean?
that you guys. But again, the president is. You guys are very smart. The president is one person. Good job. The
Yeah, we're
U.S.
talking
government.
about who.
That's not how it works, fellas.
That's not how the
We were
We
talking
don't.
about
presidency
who's
works.
more
There's
corrupt, Kamala
there's
Harris or
no
Joe,
kings
or
here.
sorry, or Donald Trump. I think it's pretty obvious.
Ka-
Sorry, I'm just gonna
But
again.
Kamala Harris
You
is
like, I just want to
Kamala
be
Harris
clear.
is
No,
a
you're. I
Manchurian
no, I
candidate.
want to be
You
clear.
guys won't
Your
even
argument,
listen.
if we're looking in comparison, your argument isn't even that Kamala Harris herself has done corrupt actions. It's that Kamala Harris worked for corrupt people.
No, she
That
is
is
part
that's
of
your
an
argument.
established. Brother, listen. It's not
Oh
even
my God,
complicated.
no, that was
It's
literally
kind
your
of
argument.
it's kind of
That
funny.
was your
and
argument.
It's kind okay. Whatever, man. You win the point. Here's what I'm saying. You thinking Kamala Harris isn't a part of a horrific structure of government and corporate interest is laughable and childlike. You saying Kamala Harris is so much better than Donald Trump as if it's the WWF and you're voting, or WWE, sorry,
Okay,
and you're voting for Stone Cold or Raw versus SmackDown is cute.
just
But
give me a
they're the
sec. Can
same.
I ask
Kamala
you
This
a
is
Harris
so
is part of a
boring.
Kamala
Yes.
Harris is part of a structure that
No.
exists to control the
So
Okay.
population
Okay. Wait.
through
Can you give me? Can you
military
wait? Can you give us an
industrial and
example of
corporate
something that
interests.
Kamala Harris did that is comparable to the Jeffrey Clark shit that Trump did? Just go ahead. One example.
Dude, you're not listening to me.
You
You're
literally
not
can't.
listening
You
to what I'm
literally
saying.
can't. No, I'm listening to what you're saying. Kamala Harris just went in.
A specific instance of Kamala Harris doing something more corrupt. I mean, yeah, as California Attorney General, she did a lot of fucked up shit. Locked people up
Name
for
one.
life.
Name one.
Dude, she locked people. Dude, just look it up. I'll look it up for you and I'll read it. I'll read it. I'll read it right
Okay,
now. She
come
locked people up for
on,
life.
like,
It's
dude,
not
nobody's.
No, she was
comparable.
listen, guys. She was the Attorney General of California,
Yes.
and she locked people up for life on evidence she knew was false. But again, let's keep it focused here. Instead of comparing, hey guys, name one time Kamala Harris did something bad that's worse than what Donald Trump did. I am telling you, Kamala, what I believe and what millions of people believe, and what you guys don't understand, the government is corrupt. Kamala Harris was
Wow.
part.
What?
Wait.
Wow.
Annoying
Wow.
poutine. Did you know that we live in a society?
What?
I know,
Wow,
right?
you guys voting for Kamala Harris, thinking you're cute right now. You guys are voting for the structure.
Okay. I
No,
wanna
don't
be,
interrupt me. Don't interrupt
okay,
me. Which
alright.
is why they installed her as the candidate. Because you guys don't care about democracy. You guys will go along with the establishment because you've been propagandized. Trump bad.
I'm gonna
The
intro.
rest of the establishment literally going to war, killing millions. Name one thing that Donald Trump has done as bad as any establishment politician that voted to go to the Iraq.
Trying to coup the government.
No, millions of people, millions of Afghanistan's dying. Even if Donald Trump did commit an insurrection, violent, armed rebellion against the U.S., even if he did do that, which I could debate as well, it's still not as bad as killing 1 million people in Iraq.
Look,
and
dude, I
Afghanistan
think
based on a lie. No. Are you 1 million people versus that? Tell me right now.
did Joe? I just wait. Can I ask
Yes,
you?
Joe Biden voted for it, and he knew it was
Wait,
a lie.
how do you know? Wait, what's the evidence he knew was a lie?
Dude,
Okay.
they all knew it was a lie.
How?
They all knew it was a lie, bro.
What's the evidence Joe Biden specifically knew was a lie?
They all knew it was bullshit. They are all corrupt
Source?
politicians.
Wait, I thought.
Doing
Wait,
this since the 50s, brother.
Source. What's the evidence Joe Biden knew was a lie?
Dude, sources living in the United States longer than 18
Nice,
years,
bro.
brother. Jesus
You can't even
Christ.
prove your own
You don't
claim.
even know anything about this.
You
think
can't prove your
weapons
own
of mass destruction
claim.
Was real? You
Yes,
think
yes,
they-
your
they
entire
think-
argument rests on that Joe
you
Biden
think-
knowingly did this.
Yeah, you think the government thought
You
that
can even
Saddam
prove it.
Hussein had nukes? You guys are so naive.
I just want to be very.
No, it's naivety. It's
I
very
just
cute.
I just
You
want to
guys-
be.
It's cute.
I just
It's
want to be.
adorable,
I just want to
brother.
be very clear. I don't think anybody here thinks like
I
what
don't
happened.
think Joe Biden knew about that.
I don't
Joe
think-
Biden didn't know.
Yes.
He had no idea.
Yes.
No, none
You
of
are the
them
one
knew.
making
They
a
were
claim.
all-
You need
they
to
were
prove.
all
You
duped.
need to prove it.
They
Unfortunately.
were all duped, huh?
So I
They
just
were
I
all
want to
just
be.
fooled into
So
killing 1 million
Lincoln. So
people.
Lincoln's. I know it's like really
Yeah.
hard for you not to talk, right?
Scratch.
So I think here's the
Yeah, go
reality,
ahead.
right? Here's the reality, right? You say
go ahead.
if Donald Trump is one person, you guys are voting for the establishment. Reality is Donald Trump is his own establishment. Pete Hegseth, right? right? Marco Rubio, all these people, they're all part of the Trump fucking establishment who are violating people's due process rights, who are doing these insanely corrupt actions. It took
Lots of
him,
bad things.
he had an army of lawyers to help him with his little coup plan when it came
They're
to
all
Kenneth
lawyers, brother.
Cheeseborough. Huh?
They're all lawyers. They are all
Cool. So
literally
it's super,
lawyers.
it's super dumb of you to say like, oh my gosh, you guys voted for the establishment. Donald Trump is an
No,
has
it's
his own
not dumb.
Donald Trump is his own establishment,
So
and it's far worse.
in 2016, when Donald Trump had no government experience, was never elected, never made any decision making, was he more corrupt then than the people that fucking committed genocide on behalf of the American people? Or was it only after 8 years of like basically not doing any of the shit that the establishment has been doing? Like, when did Donald Trump become more corrupt? You tell me. Than the genocidal maniacs leading the U.S. government for the past 50 years. Was it in 2015 when he went down the escalator?
Like the problem is that you can't even prove your own premise to make this claim. Your question doesn't make any
No,
sense.
man, I don't need to prove a premise that the U.S. establishment government.
No, you need to prove that they knowingly did that. You need to prove that they knowingly did that.
Bro, if you were even
you literally, I just want to clear. Your argument was you living in the U.S. and you know this shit. That was literally your argument.
Yeah, no, dude. It's like you're asking me to recite world history to you. Why is the U.S.
I'm asking you to prove your
and
claim. Yes, that is correct. I'm asking you to prove your claim.
Yes. Okay. Fine. What atrocities has the U.S. government committed? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm asking you to prove that they knowingly voted for this.
Whether they knew it or not at this point is
yes, that is very irrelevant. That is super fucking irrelevant.
If you are part of a fucking government that accidentally murdered 1 million people because the CIA told you to because they had weapons, brother, you're disqualified. And you're
okay, wait. I want to be very clear. I want to be very clear because this is your point. The reason that Kamala Harris is worse than Donald Trump is because Kamala Harris worked for somebody who accidentally voted for something bad versus somebody who knowingly asked his DOJ to lie to make himself president illegally. That is the point we're at in this argument.
Oh my gosh, that's so you can bring it back.
That is exactly what you're arguing for. Kamala Harris is.
Bro, like I said, you can put all those words in my mouth. That's fine. Listen, what I'm saying.
Those aren't words in your mouth. That's your argument.
Listen to what I'm saying. Kamala Harris is like a fake puppet, bro. She's nothing. She is literally, that's how politics work. You guys think that you rise to Attorney General of one of the biggest cities in the United States without being a corrupt piece of shit, without locking up innocent people? Are you guys silly?
Can you give us evidence of that?
You actually engage with what we say.
Listen.
With what we say.
Yes, there is evidence of Kamala Harris doing a lot of corrupt shit. And look, I'll look it up on my other phone.
Name one. Give one name.
Problem.
Okay.
No problem.
So evil.
You guys could probably Google it easier than me, but
no, give one name.
So I want to ask this. Okay, what is worse, knowingly asking your DOJ to legally make yourself president, or working for somebody who didn't knowingly do corrupt action?
That's not my position on Kamala Harris.
I'm just asking hypothetically, what is worse?
Hypothetically, what's worse, dude? For the love of God, hypothetically, in your imaginary world, what's worse is the person like who's unknowingly working for a corrupt person. Obviously.
What?
Okay, by the way,
oh my gosh, that is an insane point to concede. You have KDS, Kamala derangement syndrome. You hate the Democrats so much. You will be fine with somebody who was openly, blatantly corrupt, asking people to lie to make himself president. A literal soft coup.
Unknowingly, brother. Your guys' position.
Jesus Christ. Lincoln, can you prove that Biden knew that Bush was lying about weapons of mass destruction?
No, I can't, man. Nope.
Yes,
I don't have access. Okay, so it didn't happen. Okay, so we'll give Biden a pass on that. We'll give them all a pass on that. Whoopsies.
Mm-hmm.
Million dead. Whoops. Million dead. Whoops. Mm-hmm. So is that your position? Give them a pass
Bush
on the
lied
weapons of mass destruction?
No, Bush lied to Congress. That's the official narrative that historians will say. He lied to Congress.
Okay, well, if George W. Bush can fool you, like you're just, dude. I find it harder to believe that George W. Bush fooled these people who were on the like.
Wow, that's a really great argument. I find it hard to believe that you're this dumb right now.
Dude, you guys are so naive. Okay, fine. if you guys want to believe Joe Biden knew nothing and he was just like, yeah, let's go get Saddam Hussein who has weapons of mass destruction, when there was zero evidence of that. Zero.
Okay, no, the U.S. intelligence reports were saying that the government lied to Congress. Congress did not have the ability to know the truth. In Congress is not God. If they listen to the president and the president is lying, they're fucked. It's not
Yeah.
on
Also,
Biden, it's on them.
I just want to be
that's
clear.
not
You're
how-
not
that's not how
actually
the US
no
government
arguments
works, dude.
like doing this saying it's like I find it hard to believe. I don't think that.
Dude,
You're
those
not
aren't
actually.
my
Wait.
arguments.
No.
Your
That's
arguments
a
are
bad.
hypothetical. You're
Huh?
literally hypothetically. All you have is hypothetical. Let's talk
That's
reality.
no. That was one question to see if there's
Okay, let's
even
talk
worth going.
reality.
No. Somebody who thinks that's working for somebody who unknowingly voted for something
It's less,
bad.
That's not as bad.
For something
Hypothetically,
for
that's
something
not
bad
as
versus
bad.
somebody who's blatant corrupt. I
Hypothetically, that's
don't
not
want
as
to
bad.
talk to you really anymore after that.
I already conceded your point there. I said hypothetically, yeah, that's not as bad. In your fake imaginary world, if you unknowingly work for somebody, yeah, that's not as bad. But that's not what's going on here. You naive children.
Okay, so now you just need to prove that Joe Biden knew about it, and then that Kamala Harris also knew about it, and then that Kamala Harris
I don't
knowing.
need to prove. I'm an adult. I make a
Yes, you
decision.
do. If you
right?
make, hey guys,
So
just
you're
real quick
making a
for
decision.
chat.
So you're
If you make a
making-
claim, you
don't
need
be
to
cute
prove
here.
it.
Don't be cute.
Just
Don't
real
be
quick. If you
cute.
make a claim, you kind of need to prove it. I don't.
Okay, so
I've been around a little bit.
No. Listen, the weapons of mass destruction thing, that's all settled history. If these politicians are still fooling you, that's on you. And you trust me, bro.
Yeah, you're getting
When I
fooled
was-
by
when
Donald
I was
Trump right
much
now. I
younger,
agree.
When I was, dude, no one's fooling me. I know exactly who Donald Trump is. I know how corrupt, but I also am
No, you
able to
don't.
compare it to the reality of how corrupt our government is. Do you think Kamala Harris was installed as a candidate, or do you think she actually got there? Do you think the people voted for her? Tell me. Because you're so obsessed with Kamala. That's all you want to talk about. Kamala.
Wait, for Harris.
Go ahead. Huh?
Yeah, wait, you think? Wait, you think they
Wait, who
faked
voted?
the vote? The
No,
Biden.
I know for a fact
Yeah,
that Joe Biden,
the super delegates voted for her. Yeah.
Yeah, the
yes,
delegates
the
did vote
super
for her.
delegates. No American people voted for her. And actually,
Our
what she did
Super
was-
delegates are by definition American people.
Dude, yeah, but that's not the public voting, and you know what I'm saying. So stop.
Okay, so
Again,
okay,
dude,
so okay, I
you're
just
being
want to
cute.
clear.
Is it you think when you're being cute, you're winning a point, but you're not.
Huh?
Dude.
You're just wrong. All your statements there were just wrong.
By the way, you still
just showing your ignorance,
Iris is
brother.
more corrupt. I still want to
No,
know
no,
how
no,
is
no,
Iris
no,
more
no, no,
corrupt.
no.
Jesus.
So let's talk about Kamala Harris, if that's all you want to talk about, as just an individual, right? So when she ran in 2020, she didn't get any. She got like less than 2% of the vote. No one wanted her. She then became vice president under Joe Biden, who, again, plenty of corruption claims at the very least about Joe Biden we could dive all into as an individual.
Name
But
one.
when you look at it as a larger scope, can we not at least agree?
Fucking God, those were waiting for one action by Harris that was as much as corrupt as the Jeffrey Clark stuff.
I already told you.
Name
Dude,
one.
Okay, so okay, fine. Korea, getting us into Vietnam, getting us into the Korean War.
Oh my God, he can't. He literally he has an inability to like name specific things. Kamala Harris does. It's always like the establishment.
No, Scratch. Iris went
Yeah.
back in time. Like,
That's all you're gonna get from me because I'm not stupid enough to believe that we're still voting.
No,
for
you're
the individual
stupid.
candidates. You guys, where did I get the money to run? Who do you think decides who runs in this country? You think it's you with your debate points? That's adorable, brother. It's already been decided. Your vote hasn't mattered.
Yeah,
They
this-
install people
Oh
based
my
on
God,
who's
so
going to
woke.
work for them.
Wow, guys,
Doing-
so woke. Oh my
Oh
God.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you guys are
That's
acting
my
like,
donor class.
It's sad to me that
That's my donor
that
class.
the young people still haven't like woken up, man. You think that our government has just been running along peacefully and everything's been fair and even and democratic?
Oh my-
It hasn't. It's
No,
been
we
rigged for
understand.
decades.
We
Wait,
understand.
Scratch. It's
One
wait,
thing
it's
we
really
understand is that one thing.
Scratch.
Okay.
I have
Right.
an MMA fight in like 2 weeks. I need to know, like, my shadow boxing is fucking trash. Like, can you give me some tips because you're really good at fighting ghosts?
No. Again, you got, so my hey, how about you guys tackle my initial claim? One thing as corrupt as the Afghanistan war, Iraq-Afghanistan war, and anyone who voted for it. Name one
What
thing.
is your definition of corruption? This is not a corrupt thing.
Corruption is murdering millions of people based
That's
on a lie.
not what corruption is. Oh my God.
Dude, we've already. Oh, you guys think you're cute with this
What
game?
is the definition
What
of
is corruption?
Corruption is we already went over this. Right?
Okay,
Using
so I guess
power
we
for
would all
nefarious
be.
means or whatever.
I guess we'd
So
all
we'd
be.
all be in
All of
agreement
us
that
here would
he
be
was
happy
going
that
to
Joe
war.
Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, then, right?
Well, based on Donald Trump's plans, but yeah, sure, that was good. I mean, he could have done it way better, but yeah.
Cool. There we go. See, guess what? The establishment can change. Did you know that?
No, brother.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, yes, it can.
Yes.
But who did we
Yes.
have to vote in
Yes,
to
it
make
has.
sure that change happened?
Biden left. Biden was the one to leave.
Yeah.
No. The only reason he left is because Donald Trump put it in motion.
Then why didn't
This is all
why
facts
not
as
cancel
well.
that?
Hey, why don't you show evidence that Joe Biden initiated and set up the plan for
I
withdrawal?
didn't see that. I said, why,
Evidence.
if Biden was as corrupt, if Biden wanted to genocide fucking Afghanistan, why did he decide to leave? He could have sent more troops if he
They
wanted.
already did it 10 fucking years before.
Yeah, but why
What are
not
you even
continue?
talking
Why
about?
stop?
Why stop? Bro, listen to what you're saying. Donald Trump got elected, initiated a plan to withdraw from Afghanistan. It was already in motion. Biden couldn't get out of it. The American people had already demonstrated their will. It would have been political suicide to leave troops over there.
That's not
do
true.
I need to go on? Oh my gosh, yes, it would be.
No, Donald Trump delayed the
pull.
pull. Donald Trump delayed the pullout multiple times, and then when the pullout was gonna happen, they told Biden to delay it again. Biden said, "Fuck no, just pull out."
And how that
It wasn't
go?
political suicide, huh?
Wait. Polling started to drop when he left Afghanistan. His biggest drop was the Afghanistan pullout.
His biggest what, dude?
His biggest reason, the biggest reason for why he dropped at the beginning of his presidency is when he left Afghanistan. Like you can look at the polling number, it dropped when he pulled out.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I can't understand a word you're saying.
He pulled
out.
The approval rating of Joe Biden dropped when he left
Joe
Afghanistan.
Biden took his long, thick, okay, out of your mom. He pulled out, okay, and his approval rating dropped. Okay.
Ew, dude, that's weird. In 2019, during a presidential debate, Tulsi Gabbard accused. Sorry, I was looking up these Kamala Harris things that you wanted me to do. San Francisco. Well, there's the Tulsi Gabbard thing. Obviously, she cooked her on all of that shit. Involving Kevin Cooper, the man's evidence. DNA investigation found extensive evidence of his guilt. Sources confirm Harris's office opposed certain evidence requests. San Francisco DA, her office oversaw the wrongful commission of Javal Trulove, who was later exonerated and awarded $13 million settlement. I can go on and on about her corruption as an attorney general, as an individual. Just so you know, there's a lot to look into, which goes to my overall point. Everyone's corrupt. It's all relative. It's all relative, which is your guys' point as well. Now, but we're just disagreeing on what's
How
worse.
is it corruption? How did she benefit personally from that?
No, oh wait, corruption doesn't have to be personal beneficent. I disagree.
Like,
You don't have to benefit personally for something to be corrupt. It just has to be something of value.
What were the benefits from rejecting a piece of evidence? Like judges will
Bro,
do mistakes. It's not corruption to do mistakes.
Honestly, again, I think this is just naivety. Again, I can't.
Oh my God,
I
you're
can't,
so woke.
dude.
So
I can't go
woke.
prove.
Wow.
I can't go prove these things. But it's like my. Just so you guys know, my default is that most of these powerful, rich people, especially in government, are corrupt pieces of shit.
So woke. Wow.
Can you
That's kind
wait?
of my default.
Okay, just give us an example as bad as the Jeffrey Clark shit that Kamala Harris did. Just as bad.
But what if to me? So I guess what I'm saying to you, I just listed all those. To me, I mean, locking somebody up is pretty horrible, dude. Horrific. To get locked in prison.
You think that's locking somebody up in prison unfairly is as bad as trying to coup the government?
I mean, coup the government is an exaggeration again.
Exaggeration. Asking your DOJ to lie so you can make yourself president illegal. Not soft coup.
Yeah, but again, man.
Yeah. Okay. So which one's worse?
The Donald Trump stuff that you are saying.
Like even under your own, even if I like, I can even if I that's the problem.
literally
Even if I
getting it.
accept everything, which by the way, your framing is almost entirely probably wrong. You're just
Dude.
like there devising. It's still what Donald Trump did is like 10,000 times worse. You can't.
I know you
ask.
think that.
It's not that I think that. It's that I know that.
No,
It's
I know
absolutely true.
you think that now. In 10 years, you will not think that, and you will look.
Wow,
at the
what a great
wars
argument.
I'm telling you,
Oof.
man. You will look at the
Sizzling
war.
hot, really.
No, your argument of Donald Trump way worse is a
Dude.
great argument. Dude, you're talking about war. You're talking about military-industrial
Yeah.
complex, corporate interests funding the same
I'm
politicians
sorry.
for decades to do
I
nothing
know
and
you
take
grew up with
advantage
there
of the
was like
American
leaded
people.
gas, and you like ran behind the car and you were like
No, oh,
inhaling
dude,
it,
I
and
know.
that
Oh,
decreased your
please,
average your IQ by
brother,
20
you're on
points.
the
But that's not
internet.
really good argument. Okay.
You've been propagandized by TikTok. I'm cool, bro. I feel bad for kids like you, your generation, brother. Not kids like you,
I've been.
but your
I get
generation.
all my news
If
from
we're gonna
TikTok,
get
guys.
personal,
That's
if we're
true.
gonna if we're gonna get personal with age, I feel bad for your generation. You guys are a lost generation, lost cause in a lot of senses. You seem pretty bright, not gonna lie, but I want to again reiterate that nothing, and I repeat, nothing that Donald Trump has done will ever be as bad as what our government, the establishment government,
No,
Republican or
corrupt.
Democrat, this would have been the Ted Cruz, this would have been the Jeb Bushes, this would have been all those same faces, right? Nothing as bad as what those folks did. The
We
Hillary
didn't
Clinton.
say that. We
This is
said
so
corrupt.
unfair. Like I think Putin
No,
put it out
that's
earlier.
reality.
Is no, it literally is. You're like, okay, if we compare the entirety of Chicago's population to Jeffrey Dahmer, which one is worse? Obviously Chicago population.
Well, that's an interesting comparison, sure, but let's compare it
Yeah, but
this
we're
way.
comparing individuals or individual administrations. We're not comparing literal entire
Not
population,
really.
entire
You said
administration.
Trump is corrupt. MAGA is
Literally, you're literally trying to
so
you're
you're
trying to
literally
equate
telling.
every single action these
What is you're
establishment or
talking about?
prior presidents
You're
ever
talking about like.
taken to like somehow Kamala Harris is held accountable for all of those. That's your
Well,
entire frame. It's super fucking unfair.
So your framing is MAGA is low IQ. So a
Yeah,
lot of my arguments
thank you,
are
Demeter.
speaking to that. MAGA being a political movement, the most powerful arguably in the world right now, right?
And it's
And
dumb.
and my arguments are kind of geared towards that. If we're so dumb, why are you voting for the people who have committed genocide, who are in the pockets of the military?
Oh my gosh. You're like we
Yeah.
go over points and you go back to them. You already can see literally your argument now is okay. Well, Kamala Harris worked for somebody who got lied to.
It's
and
not worked for somebody. It's being complicit in. I agree to your hypothetical fake world narrative. Now, real world, she's a part of it. She's complicit in it. She knows what she's doing, and she
How
rose
did
to
you
the
wait?
top.
How was she
Yeah,
complicit? Wait, how was she even complicit in the Iraq stuff? What was she
she's
complicit about?
complicit in anything involved in the federal government when you're allied with establishment politicians who have done things like that.
Wait.
What does it mean? Wait, what does it? What does it mean to be like
Wait,
complicit? Something?
it's a good point. The Secretary of the Department of War, Pete Hegseth, fought in Iraq.
Yes, as a soldier.
So
We're not going to compare soldiers' actions to the actions of like those.
why? He's the one who
politicians.
did the fighting, you fucking
'Cause the
moron.
soldier-
Kamala
'cause
Harris
he
had
was-
nothing to do with
Oh,
it.
wow, what a
Pete
fucking
Hegseth was on the
retard.
ground.
Yeah,
Pete
he has
Hegseth.
orders. He follows
No,
orders.
Pete
That's what soldiers
Hegseth
do,
is
you
pro
fucking
Iraq
retard.
war. No, Pete
Jesus
Hegseth still
Christ.
supports the war. Pete
This
Hegseth
guy doesn't know
still
anything.
believes in the second Gulf War being
This
legitimate.
guy is silly, dude.
Pete Hegseth still believes in the validity of the second Gulf War. He is pro-war. He is
Bro,
pro-genocide.
he
Oh my
fought
gosh.
in the war, and a
Wait,
bunch of people died in it.
Marco Rubio supported Obama's position on Iraq in 2014.
That's your guys. So
That's not
he's
my
the
guy.
establishment.
Dude, that's not my guy.
That literally is.
No, none of these are my guys. We're
It's
comparing.
part of the establishment that you support.
Oh, I don't support the establishment. Trump was.
Trump
a
is
big middle finger
complicit
to
by
the
letting these people in his
establishment
administration.
every way. Again, it's all relative, guys.
Oh my God! Now we.
even
Okay.
went- Yeah, which was my point the entire time. So you guys can be like, oh.
No, it's just that you like have
very
your
cute.
idea of like what is relative is super fucked up. Like somebody blatantly
Actually,
take. No, it
pretty
really
simple.
is. No,
No,
it's
it's
not
pretty
simple.
simple,
It's not actually simple.
No,
It's
killing people and committing war atrocities and
like you said,
and,
yeah, and you're just gonna
taking
narrative. You
advantage-
literally can't do anything else but like sit here and narrativize, right? Okay. Like your entire
narrativize?
yes, narrativize. Your actual position is that the reason that Kamala Harris is just as bad as Donald Trump is because she worked for somebody who unknowingly voted for something that you would consider a
she was
G-side.
a corrupt politician here in California. She's a corrupt politician when she went on the.
I'm gonna ask you again. All the corruption examples, do they amount to Trump trying to soft coup the government and make himself president illegally?
Those individual ones we've already conceded. Actually,
Yes, exactly. So relatively, what Trump did is way worse.
So compared to what Donald Trump did,
It's
to
worse.
what Donald Trump did. Well, no, your
Trump is
now
worse.
who's narrativizing, right? So your whole thing, Trump committed a coup. It's very cute. It's not accurate. Those are big words. Those are big words.
Wait, what's inaccurate about it?
You tell me. Did he commit a coup? Did he get
You said it was
arrested? Did he
inaccurate.
get
What's
coup?
wrong with what's inaccurate about
Was
that?
charged
No.
with it, yes.
No. Let's see. Was he charged with it? Did he?
Yes,
did
he
get
was
arrested?
charged
Yes.
with it, you fucking moron.
He
Oh my
was charged
God.
with committing a coup.
No, it's charged with
That's not a
defrauding the
fucking
United States
charge.
government, but
No,
That's not a fucking charge.
Conspiracy to
Committing a
obstruct an
coup.
official proceeding,
You guys
obstruction
talk
of an official
you guys
proceeding,
talk
and
like you're
conspiracy
fucking
against
so
rights.
huh?
There's
Go ahead,
four
one more.
counts.
Wait, he
Oh
was
my
charged.
God.
Wait. So your claim of he was charged with a coup is actually bullshit, and they're just words that you're using.
He was charged with
No.
defrauding.
Thank you.
He was charged
Go
with
ahead.
defrauding the United States government. I want to be clear. Do you think like
So
Do you
when you
think-
use the word coup, do you think that you're smart or being cute?
huh?
Or what
No,
is it?
coup is just an accurate way to describe something. Not all
No,
terms.
it's not. It's a
Yes.
complete
Wait,
fucking
I just want.
alternate
Do you
reality
think?
that
Do you think like
choose to
any
live in.
charge?
No.
Wait, do you
No,
think
no,
that
no.
any?
No.
Okay, wait. Do you think any charge exists like anywhere that is a coup, being charged with committing a coup?
This statute doesn't exist, by the way.
No statute like that exists. There's some terms.
Exactly. So why
okay.
are you guys saying these things?
Okay, can we consider something a coup without the
Go ahead.
legal system determining it being a coup?
I mean, if you so now all of a sudden we're gonna.
I'm
do
asking,
your
can
own
we
fantasy
determine
narrative.
something? Can we determine something to be a coup
No,
without
I don't
the
want
legal
to. I
system?
don't want. I probably won't go along with your narrative and your fantasy land here.
I'm
now.
gonna ask you that again. So, can we determine something without the legal system?
Oh, you mean is it possible to determine something without the legal system?
Yes, especially when we're talking
Dude,
about non-legal
you
terms.
ask the most ridiculous broad questions, and then you
Yes or
It's
skip
not
all
a ridiculous
nuances
broad
and
question. Is
and
can
then
we
you
determine
skip
something to
all-
be a coup without the legal system?
and
It's a
then you
ridiculous
skip
broad
all
question.
Actually,
Can
doing
you
the
determine
BDSM
something
thing.
to be a
We're
coup?
doing it again.
I'm doing the what?
The BDSM thing. You won't answer. You're just hurting yourself for nothing.
Whatever. Can you?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
you guys
just-
are asking a silly
yeah.
question. Yes, you
Silly,
can
yeah, true.
decide in your own
Wait,
head whatever
just real quick.
you say. Go ahead.
How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast today?
You can decide whatever you feel.
How would
Oh,
you feel
do
if
it,
you
man.
didn't have breakfast?
Feel great.
You feel
I
great.
feel
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So you can't. Okay. So you can't operate in hypothetics. Hypothetics.
I would feel fine. I don't think I had breakfast.
Okay, so
today.
I'm gonna-
I'll
okay.
have breakfast
Okay.
tomorrow.
So
Dude.
I'll repeat my question one more time. If you don't answer,
I already
it
answered
is
your
what-
question.
You didn't
I
answer the
answered it.
question.
Yeah,
So you
oh, yes,
can
I did.
So can you determine something to be a coup
You
without the
can
legal
determine
system?
whatever you'd like in your head. Yes. One may
Do you see how
in
I
their
said
own head
you?
determine whatever they'd like.
See how I said you?
Yes. Yes, one as in you, or one may, or you may, an individual may do this if you'd like to. I certainly can do that for myself as well as
Why?
you can. Your question is
So
answered.
do you, okay? So we acknowledge that coup isn't like a legal term. It's like a like political science or like historical term that we use to describe like certain events and things that happen. That's certain characteristics.
I don't know 100% about that, but
It isn't a legal
we
term.
can agree on that.
Okay,
We
so
can agree on that.
I don't know why we'd bring up the legal system. We're describing something that isn't within like as a coup that isn't like a legal term or in a legal context.
Yes, well, the point of it is to demonstrate what you just did for everyone, that in your own mind you created a narrative that it's a coup. Coup is not a legal
We could.
term.
Do you
There
want to
is
go
no
over like
statute.
we can pull up Merriam-Webster's definition like soft coup and we can go over like how it applies. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, but that's my point. I mean, no, not really. That's not the debate that I want to get into right now. I'd be
Well,
happy to
it's
do
not like
that.
I'm just making shit up in my head. I'm saying here's the prior definition for what we already have established is a soft coup. Okay,
But-
and then
first
applies
off-
to what Trump
first off-
did.
But first off, your whole premise based on coup is not a legal term. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect, brother. Like, it's your premise, so we're going along with it. It's also irrelevant. You use
Really?
the term.
Can you give me like the
Trump committed a
statute
coup.
where you can be charged of committing a coup?
Hold on, let me just Google. Is coup a legal term?
No statute.
Yes, coup is a legal term, but it primarily describes an illegal action rather than being a specific crime itself. So
Yes.
it's a,
There you go.
so
So
it's
the
not a
illegal
statute.
exactly.
You guys,
Hey, good boy.
why are you clapping
Based.
as if you just won something?
Because
Because
the
you're
illegal
so
because the
cute.
illegal thing he did was defrauding the United States government, which he was charged with, which would be the illegal action which constitutes him doing
Wait,
a coup.
all right, I'm pulling. Fuck it.
There you
I'm
go.
pulling
Under
up.
your own definition, we're correct. So once again,
It
legal.
refers to an illegal and often
All right, I'll
violent
just
use of
read off the
power
charges
by a
then.
small group or
Go ahead,
military
read off the chart. Go ahead,
organization
read
to
off.
overthrow the
Read
government.
Notice
I
how
don't
it
know,
says
that's
you don't have to specifically be charged of a coup. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
But we already agreed on that. That was my point, you
Okay,
imbecile.
again, Lilcon, you say he didn't do a
That
coup
was
because
my
he was
fucking
not
point.
charged
You
with the
have
criminal
to read
statute of doing a coup. That was your argument.
Yes.
That was my point. So be a little bit more careful with your silly childlike language when you guys say Donald Trump committed a coup and you guys go cry with your TDS later. Just
Oh
calm
my.
down with your language. Just be a little bit more specific, guys. It's all good.
Okay, go
It's all
ahead.
good.
Go ahead, Evil.
Hold on, give me 5 seconds slowly.
So I want to, you do understand that coup
I got it.
itself isn't like a legal statute
Which was
or
my
term.
point in the beginning. That was literally my very first
No, it
statement.
was
You
not.
guys are so. Oh my God! Yes, it was. You guys
You
are
are you asked, was
Run
he
the
charged
clips.
with committing a coup? That's what you
Run the
asked.
clips. Yes, because and then I literally repeated because it's not a crime. There's no such thing. You guys run the clips, anyways.
Nobody
it
said
was
nobody said it was a
not.
crime to commit a.
He
Sorry,
was
no, actually,
charged.
nobody
No, is
said
it
it. Nobody said,
charged?
yeah, nobody said you can be charged with committing a coup. It applies
No,
other
you guys
illegal acts under
continuously
that.
said he
No,
committed
no,
a coup.
no.
He committed a coup.
Yes.
And there was no ever anything about a coup or
Yes.
any crimes
Yes.
related to a
Yes.
coup
Yes. Okay.
or
I'm
any
was.
reading them.
no,
Okay.
you guys
Okay.
are talking about
I will
separate
read
things.
them.
It
Okay.
is not a
Quiet.
coup. That's just how you guys are narrativizing this. Your new
Evil,
word,
go ahead.
narrativizing.
Evil.
Quiet. Quiet. Okay. I'm reading the charges that represent the coup. Count 1, 18 USC
That
371.
represents a coup. That
Yes.
represents the coup. Says
Quiet.
you.
Quiet.
Says
Quiet.
you
Count.
fool. No.
Lilton, count 1,
Retract your
conspiracy.
statement.
Count 1, conspiracy to defraud the United States. Count 2, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Count 3, obstruction and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding. Count 4, conspiracy against right. I can read up the introduction if you want.
Go ahead.
The defendant Donald J. Trump was the 45th president of the United States and a candidate for re-election in 2020. The defendant lost the 2020 election. Despite having lost, the defendant was determined to remain in power. So for more than 2 months following election day on November 3, 2020, the defendant spread lies that there had been outcome determinative fraud in the election and that he had actually won.
And what happened with those charges, with those accusations?
Oh, he got a criminal immunity from the Supreme Court, meaning he did those crimes, but you cannot charge a president with them.
No.
Yes.
See, this is also narrativizing.
It's not.
What was
That's
he?
what
What was
happened.
he? So what was he actually charged with at the end of all these accusations?
Those were the charges. He was criminally charged with them. He went to court.
Oh yeah, my mistake. Those were what he was indicted on, the federal charges.
He was
Were
federally
they
charged by Jack
but
Smith.
finish it. Were they dismissed? What happened?
When he was
Finish
elected
it.
president, the DOJ, as the after he was elected, Jack Smith, special prosecutor, went to the judge of the case and said the DOJ has the policy to not go after a sitting president until he's no longer in power. So we want a temporary dismissal.
Okay.
So
So
what?
they were all dismissed.
Because you cannot go after a sitting president. That doesn't mean he's innocent.
Got it. Well, I mean, he was voted president, and now so I
Oh
guess
my
he'll come
God,
back
that's
after-
okay. So okay, I hope we
Okay.
all
Yeah, so let's move on.
well, we all understand. Okay, so Trump did.
Okay.
We're claiming Trump did certain illegal actions, which under the definition would constitute a soft coup.
In your eyes, sure.
No, objectively.
Objectively.
Well, objectively, he was then elected by the popular vote. you
Objective.
son of a-
So okay, here. Objectively, John Eastman, Trump's
Oh,
lawyer,
my
wrote the
goodness.
Eastman memo where he asked Mike Pence to illegally break the ECA. That's objective.
And
That's
you guys are
objective.
really good
That's
at steering this. You guys have been really good at steering this argument, not once talking about my claims of corruption as a whole, only focusing on Trump. So
No
again,
shit. We're
we've got
comparing
a-
individuals.
we-
This is
Yeah,
once again.
no. This is not individuals. Where does
I
it say
can't believe you're
anywhere
so
here comparing
dumb.
individuals?
Look
Where
at
does
the
it say
pro-
comparing
This is
individuals?
This is like say wait. I just want.
No. Where does
No,
it
I
say
just wait. No, I just
compare individuals?
wait.
No,
I want to be
okay,
very.
no,
I want to be
tell me
very
right now.
clear.
Be
Let me
very
tell you.
clear with me. Where
No,
does it say
this is like
compare
saying,
individuals?
hey, I think Dave is a really, really bad guy. He's like super fucking manipulative to all these women. It's like, okay, if I took the entirety of LA's population, do you think they're more or less
Yes.
manipulative than Dave? Obviously, they're more manipulative.
Yes,
We're specifically
dumbass,
talking
that's what
about
we're saying.
Dave, and then we're comparing
No, we are.
like Dave to
Your
Kelsey.
claims. Okay, let me be very clear. Claim number one: Trump is corrupt. Nowhere does that say I have to compare it to any one individual. Number two,
It's if
MAGA
wait,
is
if you're trying to
hold on,
relative.
no,
Oh
hold
my
on, I'll let you talk.
gosh.
Number two,
No shot.
MAGA is low IQ. Does that compare one individual? So basically, shut the fuck up with your stupid trying to narrative.
When you say-
once again.
When you say it's
Yeah, shut
relative,
the fuck
you're saying it's
up.
It should be relative to something that's proportional, right?
Yes, yes.
It'd be
Yes.
super, yeah. It would be super
no,
unfair
no.
to compare like how manipulative one person is to 200 people. That'd be super unfair.
Actually, no, it wouldn't. So
Yes,
let's
it
just
would.
let's just take the administrations then.
Yes,
right?
it
Let's just take
absolutely
the
would.
administrations. Fine, let's just take the administrations then. Trump's administration is corrupt versus all the other corrupt administrations, and let's play a
No,
power
versus
game.
Kamala Harris or Joe
No, let's-
Biden's. versus
Why?
Kamala Harris or Joe
Why?
Biden's?
Why?
Because those
Why?
are the
Why
people
are
who
you
were
putting?
elected.
Oh, your goalposts, baby. You gotta shift them, huh? Yeah,
What
shift them
what
goalposts.
goalposts are we shifting? I'm not
So
a
now
Bush
you just want it
defender.
now you just want it specifically compared to only 2 people, right?
Those are the people
And
I
their
support. I don't
administrations.
support Bush.
It
Why
doesn't
to
matter.
compare?
They're all
Yes, it
dude.
does
If
matter.
you run the money, dude.
I'm trying to
do you
say,
think
wait.
at
The
all?
only claim we're making here is that people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and their administrations are less corrupt than Donald Trump's administration. Nowhere did I say Bush was less corrupt than Trump. I never said anything like that.
No. But yeah, okay. So my assertion is that Bush, Biden, Hillary
And
Clinton,
the only way this argument works
Ted
if you
Cruz.
can lump everybody together and then blame the actions of multiple of
Absolutely.
200 people and compare it to one person.
200
Exactly.
people. No. That's why we have.
You keep doing it.
So Eisenhower tried to warn you in the 50s. Apparently, you never seen these videos about the military-industrial complex that
Oh my
controls all
gosh.
these people.
So,
Just
I know
repeats
you think
himself.
it's a joke.
You are a joke. I agree.
No, but yeah, I mean, you're saying that, but you're backing this up with nothing. Saying just compare it to my favorite 2 politicians, Biden and Kamala. They're my
Why are
favorite.
you
Oh
here?
my
Wait,
gosh.
Wait, why
I'm
are you
18.
here?
I'm 18, and those are the
Milton,
only 2
why did you
politicians
pull up?
I
Milton,
know.
why did you pull up on this panel
Those
if you
are the
don't want to
only
talk about the
2
subject?
Well, I'm trying to. You guys want to narrow it down, so let's talk about
No,
how
you're
Trump.
whining that you don't like our subject. You
No,
just
no,
want to
your
verbally say,
subject. You guys can't focus
the
on a
Iraq
subject.
war was bad. The military-industrial complex
Yes.
is so evil.
And
Oh my
it's
God.
and it's much worse than Donald Trump's administration.
It has nothing to
And
do
all
with
of those
the Trump.
politicians previously are all a part of it.
Okay,
Are you
read
guys
the
getting it
prompt.
now?
Read
Are
the
you guys
prompt.
getting it now?
Read the prompt out loud.
Trump is a corrupt. Trump is corrupt. MAGA is no IQ.
Okay.
Do you disagree? Do you disagree with those prompts?
Dude, I came on and
Do you
stated very
disagree?
clearly.
Yes or no? I ask you a question. Please answer.
I
Yes
asked
or
you
no?
a question. I'm going to answer your question, buddy.
Yes
I
or no?
came on and stated it pretty clearly. If you have trouble hearing or understanding, it's all relative. Of course, every billionaire is corrupt. We've already agreed
Yes
on this,
or
man. So
no?
why are you bringing it back up? We've already agreed on this. So you're bringing
Yes
it back
or
up
no?
as some kind of bullshit gotcha.
Yes
Let's move
or
on.
no?
Move on.
Yes or no?
No, dude, you're not going to bully your way in this. We've already been over
This is so. This is.
Yes.
I just want wait.
You guys having
No.
trouble.
I just- Lincoln.
You guys having trouble, dude. You guys are having trouble.
Lincoln, I just want to ask when a Democrat says like Trump is corrupt, are they usually saying Trump is corrupt compared to like recent political candidates like Biden and Kamala Harris, or are they saying Trump is more corrupt in comparison to every previous politician now?
When a Democratic politician says Trump is corrupt, they're propagandizing you based on a party line.
Can you
that they
answer that
must
question?
follow.
Can you answer that
I just
question?
did.
No, you
I
didn't.
just did.
So I'm going to ask you it one more
You're
time.
just too
Literally a
naive to
refusal. Your
understand.
literal refusal to answer. So I'm going to ask.
Literal refusal. I just answered it.
Yes. No, you didn't.
I did. You just didn't like it.
What was my question? What's my question?
Your question was when a Democrat claims that Trump is being corrupt, do you think that they are claiming that Trump is just corrupt relative to this or relative to the entire party? It was basically
And
that.
you said they're propagandizing them. I never asked.
When a Democrat says that about Trump, that's your question. What they are doing is following a party line, which they must say.
That's not the question, but
That wasn't the question. I wasn't asking about the party line. I wasn't asking about propaganda. I was asking what are they comparing Trump's corruption to when they say that? To the entirety of every single other politician that existed before him?
They're not comparing it to anything.
Or to the
They're
current
literally
Democratic
saying
Party?
Brother,
Remember
there's-
when Grignol was
there-
speaking about
anytime
studios?
a
Like he
member
has
of
a
a-
script. This guy has a script. He has to follow.
Yeah,
it.
so it's literally just
Yeah,
like
it's
anti-stat. Like you're literally
No,
can
it's
just
literally
like do the
you can't-
anti-stat
you
shit.
literally can't understand the answer to the question.
Even
because
Rob Noor does
your
better in this
favorite-
because he at least
your
does like the
favorite-
RussiaGate bullshit. Like this is like
I mean,
literally
we could get
cancer.
into the Steele dossier and all that if you wanted, but again, that's down in the weeds.
Oh
I'm much
no,
more
we got
simple.
an actual
It's-
Rob Noor fan.
It's so much more simple than this, guys. When a Democratic politician says something bad about Trump, it's fucking propaganda, you dumbasses. Same with Republicans.
You actually you have like an inability. So I wasn't asking about propaganda, right? I was asking about what they're
when
comparing
they
the
say
corruption
he's
to.
corrupt,
Okay, what are they comparing
Why-
the corruption to?
why
What?
are they saying he's corrupt?
What are they comparing the corruption to? That was
Why
not my
are they
question.
saying he's corrupt?
What? Okay,
What?
you literally
Dude,
have an
but your
you
question
can't
is a
understand.
silly, naive question.
Oh my
That's
gosh! Now you're literally refusing to. You're admitting it too. He's like, "Oh, I'm not answering. It's silly and naive."
It
You're
is
refusing
naive.
to answer my question.
I've answered your question.
No,
They
you
aren't saying shit. They aren't even. Dude, here's the answer to the
Go
question.
through, but
Oh,
it's
so
my gosh.
go ahead. Give me.
Okay,
the
we'll go.
answers I'm
Wait,
allowed to
wait.
answer.
When somebody
no, give me
wait,
the answers. What am I
wait.
allowed to answer? Go ahead. Give me the two
okay,
answers.
just wait,
I'm
wait.
allowed
When
to
somebody
answer.
says like
No, give me the two.
ex politician
No,
is
give me the
corrupt,
two, Scratch.
huh?
You gave me 2 answers I'm allowed to say in your narrative. So give me the 2 again. When a Democrat says this, is he saying this or that? What were the 2 options you gave me
The
to
2
answer
options, I was saying
Scratch?
like, yeah, the 2
Yeah,
options I
Scratch.
gave, and if you want to give another option because you think it's more
I
relevant.
gave you another option. They
No,
are
you
full of
didn't.
shit. They're saying
No, you
that.
didn't.
They're
No,
claiming
you did.
corruption to
No,
make
you did not.
the other side look.
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Like a
Okay.
valid.
Go ahead, Scratch.
Sorry.
Let's try again. Let's
No,
try again, kiddo.
no. A
Let's
valid,
try
a
again,
valid
kiddo.
option because I was asking, what do you think they're
A
comparing it
valid
to?
option. Thanks so much.
Yes,
Thanks so
because the
much,
question,
kiddo.
so the question is because this is kind of our 2 narratives. So this is why I gave said the 2
Yeah.
options, right? 1
Yeah.
establishment and 2 recent Democratic Party actions. So I said, okay, when a Democrat says that Trump is corrupt, are they saying that relative to the current Democratic Party or to the entirety of the establishment?
I have
That
no
means all
idea. I
past
have no
presidents.
idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Which one, bro? Like, what is your fucking question even mean?
The
Get to
okay,
your
so
Oh
point.
my
okay,
god.
Get
so
to your point. Get to
I'll
your
answer
point.
it for you.
Yeah,
It's to the
there you go.
current
That's what
Democratic
you want to
Party.
do.
It's to the
Oh,
current
okay,
Democratic
there's
Party.
your narrative. You wanted to answer it for me. There's your narrative. So we understand when a Democrat
Yes.
says Donald Trump is corrupt,
Yes.
he's comparing it every single time only, and we know this because this 18-year-old named Scratch has told us they are comparing it to the current Democratic Party. Thank you,
Yes.
Scratch, for solving
Yes,
the
that
world's
is
issue
absolutely
and telling
absolutely true.
everybody. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you so much.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
unfortunately,
Scratch,
they're not
Scratch, I
comparing
have
it
one
to
question
George
for you.
Washington or fucking Andrew
Wait, wait,
Jackson.
wait,
Oh
wait,
wow,
Scratch, I
very
have one
cute.
question for you,
Again, a
Scratch.
very cute
Wait, let
zinger,
me
Scratch.
ask, let's ask Scratch
This
what
is
his
so
prompt means.
awesome. Wow,
Scratch,
thank
when you
God.
say, when your prompt is Trump is corrupt, who are you comparing him to? Like, what's
The
the
recent
comparison?
Democratic Party. So I would say within
Oh,
like the last 6 years.
Daniel Elkin, it's almost as
When in the
Scratch
last
knows
6
what he
years?
means.
Oh, well, maybe he should, I don't know, write what he means if you guys
because
want to
it's
get
obvious
so
to
bad.
anyone.
No,
But
no,
you're
because
the
you guys want to
only
control
one.
the you guys want to control the
Mhm.
conversation and direct it into your worldview. But guess
Yes,
what,
this
guys?
the prompt. Yes,
Yes.
that's his prompt. You decided to engage with
No,
it.
history. Yeah, yes, and I
Yeah,
engaged
yeah,
with
yeah.
it
Mhm.
very clearly saying, and we all agreed on it, right? We all established, hey, they're all corrupt, so let's get that out of the way. That's a silly prompt, anyways.
Lilken.
That's a silly.
This
Go ahead.
prompt is
Go
months
ahead.
old. This prompt is months old. You're the
Go.
first one that misunderstood it
So
so
it sounds
fucking
like
bad.
all 10 of your viewers are fucking
That's
retards.
a
So
you
congrats.
problem, but it dozens of people
Actually, I'm
didn't
sorry.
ask
I'm
me.
sorry. It's actually all 100 of my people right now. Actually, I'm sorry.
Oh, no way. Snap, dude.
Yeah,
Okay, my
we're on
bad.
YouTube. We're on
My
YouTube,
bad.
bro. I'm sorry.
That's where I saw you, brother. That's where I saw you. Dang, dude.
Mhm.
Dang. Sorry, man. My bad. My bad. No disrespect. You got mad
Mhm.
viewers. But
Mhm.
listen, dude, I don't give a fuck what you're
No,
saying
we
about
know.
this prompt.
Then
You say
leave.
Trump is corrupt. I honestly, I said right away, I was like, yeah, it's corrupt. All billionaires are corrupt. Then I said, let's compare relativity. And we all went along this journey, and you guys can't get past one instance of corruption that didn't even result in anyone dying or
You
getting
mentioned
locked
two
up.
of them, not one. You should
Okay,
try to follow.
okay. You mentioned 2 of them.
Mhm.
Okay, point conceded. Dang, man, you got me
Mhm.
with that
No,
second
it's
Yep.
really
point.
corrupt.
Shit.
Shutting down USAID.
And then when
Ignoring court,
compared-
right? Turning it down
and then,
USAID, ignoring court
let me
orders to
finish.
keep
Let me
ignoring
finish.
court orders to
Let
keep
me
it
finish.
open,
Let me finish.
and
And
causing
then
the
when
deaths
I
on
let me
lives
finish.
of millions of people.
And
Yeah,
then when
okay,
I
That's really
as
corrupt right
well.
there. That's
and then when
super
I
corrupt.
compare that to the corruption that has existed in this country long before Trump got here,
Yo. Oh my god,
you guys don't have the ability to have that conversation.
You think
You
you
guys
think
don't have the
Donald you
ability
think
to have
you
that
think Donald Trump
conversation.
is corrupt? Andrew Jackson, a tears.
Now
FDR
that's
and the Japanese
no, we're
internment. You
talking
think
about the
Trump
past
is
60.
corrupt?
We're talking about like the past 60 years. I think you could throw FDR in there. That's going back about 80 years. But I'd say you can go back about 60 years. Eisenhower.
Yeah,
nobody
in politics does this. Nobody, when they're doing political comparison, goes back
wow.
60
Well,
years.
guess what,
Even
buddy?
even going back to
Politicians are
Obama, it's a
fucking.
little cringe.
So this is history, right? It's important to know your history, right, and what's happened. So I understand that no one in your like scratch off TikTok politics world does this. I get it, dude. But this is important. So when I compare it to the actual atrocity, and you can actually
This
map
is
out
like, I'm not gonna lie,
corruption
dude.
in
Like,
our
if we want,
government from
if
both
I was
sides.
here to have like, okay, historically, who has been like more corrupt, the Democrats or Republicans? That's fine. That's like
But
a
that's
fine
not even what it
conversation.
is.
That's a fine
No, that's a
conversation
dumb
to have.
conversation
But when
too.
we're
That's a
talking
dumb
about when we're
conversation.
talking about, hey, who should we vote for in a current election? We should compare what are the current party's positions and what have the current parties done in like the last 4 years or the last presidency they had. I think that's like pretty relevant usually.
Yeah, and that's a totally different conversation as well, which I'd be happy to have.
This is the conversation we're having.
But
We're
when
just-
your prompt is
come
about
on.
corruption, when your prompt is about corruption and you discount all the corruption that actually led to Donald Trump even being a fucking thing, it's asinine, right? And it just shows that you have this like crazy biased hatred for Trump because it's like, well, how do you not?
Wait.
How do you
Trump
not?
literally trying to commit a coup is just me being biased and crazy hatred? That's not like a valid concern?
When you understand that our government
It's
was
literally
couped
just
long
narrativizing.
ago,
It's just narrativizing.
hold on.
It's literally
Hold on,
all you can
hold on.
ever do.
It's not narrativizing. So
Yeah,
either
it
way,
is.
bro, dude, Donald Trump just won the popular vote.
This is like the worst whataboutism ever.
Anyway, so
You think Trump is corrupt?
no,
Whataboutism to the
dude,
entirety of American history.
not the entirety of American history, dude. You're playing a game because it's cognitive dissonance. Like you literally
Wait,
don't
what's
want to look at
my cognitive
Wait,
dissonance?
are you telling?
What are my two contradicting beliefs?
You won't even look back at.
What are my
40 years.
what are my two contradicting beliefs?
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. You
Go ahead.
refuse to even look back at 40 years because it will shatter your belief that Donald Trump is the worst, most corrupt person ever. Because no one.
Wait, I just want to.
I'm answering. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Wait. Annoying. Do you remember like back like before he came on when I was talking about how I wouldn't say Trump is the like most corrupt because that's like we could look at other presidents' actions and see that there's probably been more corrupt presidents in the past.
That's
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Before you even came onto this live.
Yeah, so we agree on that 100%.
Wait, so he
No
doesn't
problem.
have cognitive dissonance. Do you concede?
No. His cognitive dissonance now is not being.
Okay, wait. What's
No, I
belief?
do not.
What is belief 1, and then what is belief
Belief-
2, and then explain to me how they contradict. Okay, do it that way.
Okay, so belief one. I mean, dude, your beliefs are simple. Kamala Harris or Joe Biden, those two particular people are less corrupt than Donald Trump's administration.
Okay.
Do I got it?
Yep.
So the cognitive dissonance you're having is if you have to even go back 30 years to look at the corruption of Joe Biden, you refuse to do it.
What's belief number? I said ask what belief number 2. I'm gonna ask if we go
That
back.
Trump. No. Hold on. I already answered your two
You,
beliefs.
you gave
One
me
is
belief.
that-
You gave me a statement.
Dude, those are your beliefs that
No.
Biden and Trump. Okay, you tell me your two beliefs, buddy. Jesus Christ.
I'm asking. I know belief
think
1
that
was
you're
correct. I'm
smarter than
asking
you
what the
are.
other belief is that contradicts the one I have. 'Cause that's what cognitive dissonance. You
other
saying
belief
wait,
would
wait.
be-
You
the
saying
other
you saying
belief- God damn
Okay,
it,
wait.
kid. Shut the fuck up. The other belief would be the opposite, which is inferred, you stupid fuck.
Jesus
What is the opposite
Christ.
of your first belief, buddy?
that the opposite would be that Kamala Harris. The opposite of that first. The
In context
opposite.
of this conversation,
The opposite of that belief is that I
what
think
is the opposition?
that
What is
Kamala
the
Harris and Joe
opposition?
Biden are more corrupt than Trump.
There you go.
But I don't believe that.
But so those are your two fucking beliefs. you
No, I don't
dumbass.
believe that. So I don't have contradictory beliefs. There's just no cognitive dissonance.
So by one, yeah.
This is what happens. Like this is narrativizing. This is throwing around. This is what we call throwing around words, not knowing what they mean. This is
not at all,
narrativizing.
bro. You refusing. First off, cognitive dissonance, dude. I don't need to describe your two different belief systems. Okay,
Yes, you
which I
do.
did
If you
multiple
claim
times.
somebody's cognitive
Okay,
dissonance, you do actually.
No,
That
it's
is
so
something you need to
simple.
do.
But I've already done it multiple times. So
No, you failed every time.
Okay, so number one, what is your? We already went over this. That you believe Donald Trump is corrupt, more
Yeah.
corrupt, specifically more corrupt than those two administrations.
Yes.
That's belief number one. Belief number two would be the opposite. That
Which I don't believe that. I've never stated in this conversation that I think they're as corrupt as Trump.
no, you believe that they are less corrupt.
Exactly. That's the only belief. There is no second belief that
No.
contradicts.
What's
Exactly.
your
That I've
belief?
ever expressed.
Those are two beliefs. Just because they're the same thing.
Having
I mean, what are
cognitive
you talking
dissonance means you have two beliefs that contradict. You're just describing the other belief I would need to have cognitive dissonance, which I
your
don't.
belief that
You're describing
belief
positive
that
position.
your belief that Donald Trump is more corrupt than those administrations.
Yes,
Your cognitive dissonance, the second belief, which we're debating, would actually be my point of view, which is that no, the
Okay.
other two, and so we're debating.
is
bro.
is cognitive dissonance when I have beliefs or when you have beliefs?
Cognitive dissonance is when you receive information that prevents you from seeing another belief.
That's
oh my-
not what cognitive dissonance is when you have two contradicting beliefs. So it'd be
Let's
like
look up-
we
let's
ought
just
like
look up the definition.
so like somebody saying I ought schmurder somebody and also saying I ought not schmurder somebody. That'd be cognitive dissonance.
It's so fun. You can just make up words when you're conservative.
No one's making up a word,
You're making a new definition of cognitive dissonance.
and I'm not even a conservative, bud.
Yeah, somebody
What-
defending Trump's electoral plot is definitely not a conservative. So true.
Yeah.
Cognitive
yeah,
dissonance
but-
is a physiological discomfort experienced when a person holds two or more conflicting beliefs, values, or attitudes when a behavior contradicts their beliefs.
Oh, you
Or when
wait,
their
read
behavior
it one more time.
contradicts their beliefs. Cognitive dissonance is a physiological discomfort experienced when a person holds two or more conflicting beliefs, values, or attitudes, or when their behavior contradicts their beliefs.
No. Continue. In the field of psychology, cognitive dissonance is described as a mental phenomenon in which people unknowingly hold fundamentally conflicting cognitions.
Okay.
Yes.
Being confronted by situations that create this dissonance or highlight these inconsistencies motivates change in their cognitions or actions to reduce this dissonance. Maybe
Yeah.
by changing. So when you are confronted by this information that I am giving you, it is causing this cognitive dissonance for you to literally deny and say, I won't even look back 30 years. Do
That's
you
not the
understand that
I'm not
clearly?
making that. Oh my gosh.
That's the point I'm making.
No.
Because
Yeah,
you're
yes,
being
cognitive is
no,
about
you're being
me, not
confronted.
you.
You're being,
Okay.
brother, you're being confronted with this, and you
It's
refuse
so
to
low
even look back
IQ,
30
oh my
years
God.
because it will shatter your belief system, bro.
So true, buddy. So true.
You won't even look back 30 years. You refuse to acknowledge. But
Because
Joe
that's
Biden
not
was
the subject.
Okay,
That's
I just
not-
I want to be
Biden
clear.
was
I want to be
wrong
clear.
this
So
whole
the
time.
first part is necessary for the second part of the definition you read. So the person has to hold two
God.
conflicting beliefs and then confronting
Okay,
about the
okay.
conflicting beliefs.
Bro,
so
bro,
you
okay,
bring so
okay,
then
okay,
you
okay.
bringing up your
You're the big
point,
winner.
which isn't
You're the big
me.
winner. You're the big winner.
Yes.
You're still